Let's take a look at this problem. We got x squared y is equal to 3. And it says assume that x and y are both differentiable functions of t. Use the given values to find dy dt and dx dt. So derivative of y with respect to t and derivative of x with respect to t. Well, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm not going to use the product rule. I'll go ahead and divide both sides by x squared. And we get y is equal to 3 over x squared. And we can take that x squared, move it to the top, and we'd get y is equal to 3x to the negative 2. Now we want to take the derivative of everything where it's sitting with respect to t. So we'll take the derivative of y with respect to t. We'll take the derivative of 3x to the negative 2 with respect to t. Well, the derivative of y is 1. You take the derivative just like normal, but since we're taking the derivative with respect to t and it's really a y, we have to put on our dy dt. Now over here, we take derivative just like normal. Derivative of 3x to negative 2. Take your power, put it out in front. So we've got 3 times negative 2, and lower your power by 1. Becomes x to negative 3. But we are taking the derivative with respect to t, and it's really an x. So we have to add on our dx dt. Okay, so we got dy dt is equal to 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and we'll take the x to negative 3 back down to the denominator. It becomes x to positive 3 dx dt. So that's the formula we're working with. Part A. We want to find dy dt when x is 1. So we want to plug in 1 for the x. So we got 1 to the third. Try it again. 1 to the third. And they tell us dx dt is negative 2. So dx dt is negative 2. And we're wanting to find dy dt. Well, 1 to the third is 1. Negative 6 divided by 1 is negative 6. Times negative 2 gives us positive 12. And that would be your answer to part A. Now B. We're going back to this formula right here. That's our starting place for both parts A and B. And let's see what they give us. They tell us dy dt is equal to 4. So I'll put 4 in for dy dt. Negative 6 over, and they tell us x is 3. So this will be 3 to the third. And then dx dt. And dx dt is what we're trying to find in this one. So let me see. We got negative 6. 3 to the third is 27 times dx dt. Simplify that a little bit. 6 and 27 both of those by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Dx dt. Now we want to get rid of the fractions, so we'll multiply both sides by 9. And when we do that, these 9s are going to cancel. 9 times 4 is 36 equals negative 2 dx dt. We're trying to get the dx dt by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. So 36 divided by negative 2 is equal to dx dt. And that gives us negative 18, I believe, is dx dt. And that's our answer.